Davo. My name is Jalen Green, and I'm actually with the Nocturnal. I first just want to say congratulations on the film One Love. It's absolutely,
Thank you.
yeah. So I actually want to talk about that a little bit. First off, what was it like playing your dad? I'm sure that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, playing my dad was quite the experience, I mean, my dad is a very special individual, he's very funny, very talented, and he's a legend. So to be able to take on that role is definitely a huge honor for me and my family, to continue that legacy on the big screen is like, a dream come true.
Sure, for sure. And
Yeah.
you talk about how you got the role. It was pretty cool. It started out with like a DM from your sister, right?
Yeah, it was actually I remember I was laying in my bed like I told you, I was in a late night studio session till till I got back around 8 a.m. But some more most of the times, in the music industry, there's usually very late recordings sessions, and I had one of those nights, I believe. I remember waking up like looking at my phone, like you get like a message in the morning, and you're like, what is this? Like you kind of blow it off because you're like in disbelief, I guess. You're like, yeah, like sometimes you see stuff in the mind, like I'm not too sure about this. I was like, I didn't think it was real.
Yeah.
So then I got the DM from my sister. It was from a Jamaican casting um um Instagram called KBC Casting. Her name, the name of the that's the name of the casting crew. Sorry,
Okay.
casting agency, and the casting director. Her name is Kareen. She's amazing. Um, she's the one who casted me. She, I, it was just a Jamaican. The pages. I had a lot of Jamaican stuff on there, so I didn't know whether to believe it was real or because sometimes you have a lot of people that post a bunch of fake stuff on Instagram and stuff. So I was like, I don't know. So I sent it to my dad and I asked him, and he never knew about it. So I didn't even think it was real for a moment.
Yeah.
But
That's
then one day I thought about it. I was like, you know what? If this is real and I miss out on this opportunity, it's really gonna hurt me. You know. So I proceeded to reach out to them. Thankful to a friend who told me like you got to seize every opportunity around you. So I was like, let me see if this is real. Reached out to them and I was like, I wouldn't be happy if this is real and you guys pick someone. If you guys have already picked someone, I hope that you reconsider. And because I'm your guy, like me and my dad are literally twins. I've been hearing my whole life growing up. Oh, you're just like your father, and he's been carrying me on the road. So I go on tour with him, I sing with him, perform with him. He's like my right hand man. So
nice. And do you
yeah,
feel like that's really cool. Do you feel like there was any challenges playing your dad at all, or no, because you guys are like the same?
yeah, because we're so close. Like there's such a close relationship. I know him so well. I mean, me and my brother even like we used to study him and Bob. So it was like I've been preparing myself for this role my whole life. Kind of. Me and my friends and my cousins, we all even mock his voice sometimes, like joking around because he has such a like unique voice. He's a British accent, which is like crossed over with a little Jamaican, little like he's lived all over. So he has like a British accent that's very unique. And me and my friends joke around like using his voice all the time. So for me to get into character and have his tone of voice and his accent is very natural for me.
Nice.
Came
And
off
what was
very.
it like to be on set? You're amongst a really nice, talented cast.
Oh my God, I think it's the most amazing cast ever. I mean, so I feel like it's a hand chosen cast by Bob himself because I just feel like down to even Kingsley, even though he's tall, like I feel like Bob always wanted to be like bigger, because he like sees himself like a lion. So he grew his locks, so he seemed bigger. Everything, he's trying to be like he was wanting to be big. So I fey like even him picking Kingsley, knowing that he's a little taller, you're like, yeah, man, that's is it. Pick him and make him look like more like a lion, bigger. So I mean, everybody they had great acting skills. Kingsley, amazing. I've seen him in other films, and he really like embodies the character. Like I've never seen someone work so hard to like gain a figure physically and everything. He lost like I don't know how many pounds, probably 40 something, 30 something pounds to get to where he was in the movie
Mhm.
from his natural like he got in shape. He was eating certain way to get there. He was working out. And I would see like his element change like from him just talking normal to when he's just like, all right, let me get in motion, like and
Yeah.
Lashana as well, Lashana Lynch. She is so good because she's very British, but her family's Jamaican as well. But she just like just flips right straight into a real yachty girl. Like you would have never thought she's from London at all. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, man, this girl's straight out of Jamaica. So she's really wicked. I mean, I think that's not that hard for Londoners though, because there's so much Jamaican culture in London.
Yeah.
So it's like easier for people in London. I feel like their dialect is easier to switch over to Jamaican than most Americans.
That's
So
interesting.
yeah.
Would you
So
say
that's,
seeing the cast that may have inspired you? Like, can we expect more acting from you coming soon?
oh yeah, totally. Of course. I mean, I've always been into acting, and my dream was just to be like full blown entertainment when it comes to entertaining music. I feel like that's a part of everything else. So like acting it needs good music. It needs different vibes to create new movie different sceneries. So being such a musician and an artist, I've always envisioned like films, different type of movies that I would like to make, and I come up with like I've been coming up with treatments and scripts I'm working on for films and comedies and act like I'm a comedian. Like I'm a very funny guy, so I feel like I'm like how Ice Cube is. Like Ice Cube,
Yeah, for sure.
like he's very serious, but he's very funny. Like he has all his stuff has some humor in it. He always has something with something funny in it. He started with the Fridays. Matter of fact, he started back with the gangster stuff and NWA, Boys in the Hood. Like what I'm saying, I want to do action comedy. Like you got Chris Tucker, you got Rush Hour. That's my vibe. Chris Tucker is my favorite comedian.
He's
But
hilarious.
Ice Cube as an entertainer, from a rapper to being a director, a producer, an actor. That's all he has it all. So that's one of my biggest inspirations growing up.
For sure. Opportunities are endless. And I feel like there's kind of a duality between music and acting. I'm sure
Yeah.
working on any like music videos, because you would act in that, right?
Yeah, totally. So all my music videos I usually have some sort of like storyline, acting. I got a song I just put out. It's called On the Run. It just dropped. I just started dropping music again. Since I've been doing the acting, I took a break about a year and a half, almost two, from actually putting out music again. So this is like my first debut in a while. It's called On the Run, and we have a music video that should be dropping within the next week or so. There's a lot of acting in there as well, so you get to see more, action acting from me in that film. So, yeah, most of my music videos that I've done have a storyline, acting. If you go through my catalog on YouTube and stuff, you'll see that. And most of the videos I've done with Tory Lanez, we always try to involve some acting along the lines so that because we always wanted, like, Tori's my brother. I've known him since he was like 9 years old, possibly. He started recording at my house when he was like 10. So we've always had a vision to be actors. Like we always talk about making movies. He's been writing a television series we're working on called Pieces, and we did a pilot for it and everything. So like we've always been working on acting, like even in his music videos. So yeah, that's a big part of it. Like of the of the vision. Like it's just doing that and being able to like influence kids that you can do it all. Like it's not just about you just picking up a microphone and rapping and then rapping some gangster fake stuff and that's it. Like no, it's about influencing the youth. You know what I'm saying, and being able to show the next generation that there's more. There's more than just that. This, you know what I'm saying. There's so much. It's
For
like
sure.
when God gives you a talent, if you excel at that, you will you will create many more. Like I started out making music, playing the guitar, playing drums. Played many different instruments from there. I went to school for audio engineering to make sure I got the sonics right, mixing right for production. Then I got into cutting sound to picture. Then I started doing videos, editing music videos, directing music videos. I was Tori's photographer, hype man. I've done everything literally when it comes to entertainment. You can keep on going because there's so many, like you said, it's just a part of something else.
Mhm. For sure. And your dad being Junior Marvin, do you think that has definitely inspired you to do music? Because you seem very well rounded.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, I grew up. I mean, my mom used to tell me first instrument I play, I'll be running around the house in diapers, just playing the drums, the Nyabingi drums, which is African healing drum. Like, if you play that drum, in like a circle of people, and like you'll get a spirit, like it'll lift up your spirits. And it's a spiritual healing drum. So, um, playing that drum, I feel like always kept me in a good vibration to keep on creating music. Like I used to get in trouble in school for banging on the desk. They used to be like, "This kid doesn't stop." Like, my mom would be like, "Well, he's just, the music's in him." And I kept on. Yeah, my dad. My first memories are just his studio, like the wooden floors in Jamaica, and just keyboards everywhere, drum sets. Music blasting. So it was like in my veins to just create music.
Yeah,
You know,
it sounds like it was just a feeling for you.
yeah. And my dad, he was just like me. He used to do film when he was young. He always carried around his big like video camera thing, doing like home videos. And then being growing up around that, it was like I've always felt comfortable behind the camera.
Yeah.
And like he always asked me to perform and dance in front of the camera. So and then I would study like other artists. My dad used to say he remembers watching me listen to Busta Rhymes and just dancing in the mirror, like copying all his dance moves, like hoo ha. You know what I'm saying? Going like being like an extra character, like. And I used to love Jim Carrey, um, Ace Ventura, The Mask. Like these are very, like the character that these guys have is very like, it's out of this world type of character. They're very, you know,
Sure. And
very different. So their
I
influence left a big impact on me.
for sure. And I do have to ask, what do you hope people take away from the film One Love when they watch it?
Um, the message, I mean, it's bigger than just entertainment. Good production, great acting. Um, you know, Beautiful scenery. It's bigger than all of that. Like it's really about the message, and it's the fact that Bob Marley, after so many years of being gone, what was about 40 years plus, still being able to sell out, theaters across the nation, across the world, and being able to bring everybody together, in a time like this. Because just like Bob said, let's get together and feel all right. Like, that's what it's about. So it's like black and white, no matter yellow or brown, you know what I'm saying? It's about coming together and just catching the vibration, good vibrations and the message. And the message is one love, one love in Jamaica. We say one blood, we all bleed the same blood. So we're all one of the same kind, you know what I mean? So that's the true message is that we all, everything else in this world is made up to separate us, whether it's religion, people's spiritual journey or whatever. They try to break it down as like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. I'm white, I'm black. Or you know what I'm saying? You're a human being.
Yeah.
We have two eyes, we have one nose, we have what I'm saying, 5, 10 fingers,
Yeah.
you know. So I mean, so everybody's the same at the end of the day, and we all came from one place, So it's all one love. We're all going to the same place, or either either that, or I don't know where else. I mean, I just know, it's everlasting life that is promised if you know, if you believe in, you know, have some faith and foundation. So that's what we're here to do is to inspire the youth to believe, the light and to follow the truth and to spread your message throughout the land.
Right. I think that's beautiful. I know you're working on music. What can we expect? Like, is there a date for an album or anything you can tell us?
Is that we're releasing very rapid at a pace about like every 2 weeks to 3 weeks, the longest. But we're doing the next drop. It should have two. It should be a capsule. It should have two songs. It should be Purple Heart and another one. And I'll leave that one as a surprise.
All right.
So look out for that. It's a very euphoric sound, very vibey, mixy, kind of vibe with you want to turn up and like, catch a vibe, like, whatever it may be, whatever your vibe is, it's gonna take you there. The name of my album is called LXD, but it's not LSD. LXD is an acronym for like, many different things. So I have a color collection for my albums. So
Mhm.
each album is gonna have a different color to give a different theme and a different vibe. The first one is Purple Heart. And for me, purple is one of my favorite colors because it gives a very euphoric feeling. Like, when you feel trippy or whatever, I don't know. If you feel like a vibe, it's like, yo, like the purple color, like when you turn the lights on, it's got a nice little vibe. So um for me, it just takes me to a nice place, whatever that is. It's a euphoric feeling. Um, and Purple Heart is the name of the song in the album. And LXD for the first album, it will be like this: live and dream. So it's kind of like you gotta live. Like I heard a quote from Bruce Lee one time. It's like it's great to dream. It's amazing to have dreams. So but what is a dream if you can't live it? If you cannot live up to your dream, or, if you cannot see it through, it's just a dream. Like what is that? So you want to be able to live out your dreams. You want to be able to believe in you, that anything is possible. You can live it up. So that's the message in that one. Live and dream. Purple Heart. Sometimes dreams might seem euphoric, but life is if you make it. So that's the theme of the first album. The next one will be Rockstar Blues. See, it's gonna transition to blue to green, and Rockstar Blues is love and drugs. Love and drugs, Rockstar Blues.
Mhm.
And you'll have a blue cover with me on there looking cool like a rock star or something. That one will be a little more edgy, a little more rock and pop, but still like hip hop. But I'm doing all crossover kind of stuff. You have like a little more guitars, stuff like that. You know,
Nice.
cool vibe.
And most of the production will be done by you. I know you said
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah. So yeah, so me, I like to keep hands on with everything I do because I feel like I could do a little bit more when I get stuff from producers. I want to add some stuff, change some stuff. So I do a lot of co-production and I do a lot of co-production of my music as well.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, we'll be looking out for that. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for talking to me and congratulations on One Love.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, for everybody out there, I see Miss add me on Instagram. It's Davo. You can catch everything there. My link in my bio for my new single music video coming very soon next week or so, or within the week or so. So yeah, be on the lookout. It was amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You have a good one.